Jay-Z and Diddy have just been named as defendants in a new lawsuit alleging rap of a 13-year-old Jane Doe.
He comes in and me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him.
Exclusive footage has now been obtained of this Jane Doe in a new interview posted just hours ago. Many are saying this Jane Doe is actually Daveigh Chase, a child star that Diddy allegedly abused during the 2003 VMAs after party.
Hey! Oh my gosh, this is so wrong! I just want to say,
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Hey, they did me wrong! I won the MTV Movie Award.
Something after party tonight. Yeah. Something after party tonight.
And a new twist in a high-profile lawsuit accuses rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit, originally filed in October, was refiled today to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The anonymous accuser claims the assault occurred at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. Jay-Z has denied the allegations in a statement on Roc Nation's Instagram, calling the accusations heinous and urging a criminal complaint be filed instead of a civil one. He also criticized the attorney behind the lawsuit, Tony Buzbee, accusing him of exploiting the case for personal gain.
Famous for her role as Samara Morgan in The Ring and the Lilo and Lilo and Stitch, Daveigh Chase quickly rose to fame during the early 2000s as a child actor at a time when couch casting and child sexual abuse was common in the industry. Dee made a name for her now. A recently resurfaced video plus a recent lawsuit against Jay-Z and Diddy has led to speculation about what actually happened to Daveigh on the night of the after-party.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shattered proof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after-party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have a religion about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
At the after-party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
Dizzy comes in and me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We woke home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
Diddy's disgusting behavior with minors and his relationship with Jay-Z all point to one thing: Jay-Z was involved in the ab that Diddy carried out. There are already dozens of sources close to Jay-Z and Diddy that have come forward and talked about how Jay-Z and Diddy are just as dangerous. 50 Cent even said that he's worried about what Jayz might be doing to his own daughter, since she's the same age as his alleged victim.
Accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and the team, 13. Right. And we were speaking about just the statement. Right. The statement, you were saying you felt like that was counted.
That the statement was something from tell my lawyer. There's a point where it kind of expresses. It says like you're gonna find out like how I handle this. Like, and that's an attorney want to be combative with another attorney. That's not public.
This is on your this is on it says I don't know what's going on, but are we still gonna have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for it.
Yeah, I'm asking for it. No, I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing it. They will fall back to the code. They won't necessarily be associated.
Right. Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic, right?
I'm just watching. I'm not being participating. I'm being part of the culture. I'm just telling my opinion.
Right.
Look, so you part of the culture. Like I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm going to Grace Studio and just sit and pray.
Right.
And then maybe I still got to go.
The details of the case are shocking, and it's completely understandable why someone would choose to stay quiet. Jay-Z and Diddy have a history of abusing victims and threatening anyone that stands up against them. Jay-Z actually pled guilty to third-degree assault for stabbing Lance Rivera back in December 1999, while Diddy was involved in a shooting in the year. Why would a victim come out against them just a year later if they knew how dangerous these two were?
Inside the building, plaintiff recognized many celebrities as she entered what appeared to be a large living room or foyer containing a large crowd. Plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd and talk to several of the celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs. Waitstaff circulated throughout the room, carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout the venue. Plaintiff observed widespread drug use, including marijuana and cocaine. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses, circulating the crowd. The drink was a reddish-yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just a portion of that drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplar container used by Combs and or his agents/employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below, and these are the photos included in the lawsuit that show a small plastic container that the plaintiff claims contained drugs at the party. The woman, remember, who claims she was 13 at the time, says she felt woozy and went to look for a place to lay down. Soon after, Combs entered the room along with defendant Carter and a female celebrity, Celebrity B. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Combs then threw plaintiff toward a wall, causing plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by Carter as he vaginally raped her, while Combs and Celebrity B watched. After Carter was finished, he stepped back toward the wall. Combs then stepped forward and vaginally raped plaintiff while Carter and Celebrity B watched. Combs then knocked plaintiff down and attempted to force plaintiff to perform oral sex on him. She fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Combs in the neck. Taken aback, Combs stopped.
As we peel back the layers of this case, we see that what Jay-Z is doing is extremely suspicious. He has sued both the victim and the lawyer coming against him. It's also safe to assume that he's trying to locate the other witness that was present during the alleged rap. The lawsuit claims that Jay-Z and Diddy gave the minor spiked drinks and later took turns assaulting them while other celebrities stood around and watched.
Risk, often mentioned online, was Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter. came up in the New York rap scene alongside Sean Combs. And just a few days ago, Texas attorney Tony Busby made it official. He filed an amended complaint on behalf of a Jane Doe who says that she was raped by Combs and Carter when she was just 13 years old. That this happened at a VMA's after party back in 2000. Now, the original complaint mentioned Celebrity A and Celebrity B, a man and woman, as being present for and even Celebrity A participating in the alleged assault. Well, now, Celebrity A has been identified as jayz, who has adamantly denied anything like that ever happened. He's very, very clear of it. In fact, he has accused Tony Busby of extortion, saying that Busby's attempts to get celebrities to pay out huge sums of money in exchange for not being named in civil lawsuits with what he claims are false allegations amounts to blackmail. In fact, jayz is believed to be the John Doe who just recently filed a lawsuit against Tony Busby anonymously, claiming extortion and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The New York Times contacted me to ask for my response to rapper jayz's allegations that I tried to extort and blackmail him. My response is pretty straightforward. No one has made any threats. jayz's assertions are bogus and laughable. Instead, our firm sent a standard demand letter seeking a mediation on behalf of a woman who alleges jayz sexually assaulted her as a minor. The letter was vetted and approved by our client, whose preference was to attempt resolution short of filing the lawsuit. This approach is common in these types of cases. What you're seeing played out now is a coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. This effort has included harassing my family and colleagues and even offering former clients money to sue me, which is illegal. When an alleged perpetrator behaves in this manner, wildly asserting that a basic demand letter is extortion and aggressively using the media to attack the opposing lawyer while at the same time ignoring the allegations being made by the alleged victim, it reminds me of a famous line from Shakespeare: "The lady doth protest too much, methinks." We intend to address all of these issues with the court in due course. Let me be clear, we will not be bullied or intimidated by these shenanigans, and our clients won't be silenced.
Less than a few hours after the case was filed, jayz posted his response on the official Roc Nation Instagram, saying that he would show everyone who was standing up against him just what he could do. According to him, he is being blackmailed, and he doesn't have any relation to Diddy or the alleged crimes. The most interesting part, however, is that jayz has said nothing about the victim or her allegations, even though he filed a lawsuit against her.
Say about jayz, the artist, the businessman. Well, the complaint begins. Defendant Sean Combs, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after-party but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs had been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes he is above the law. He is not. His close friend Sean Carter has been with Combs during many such instances described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. So that seems to suggest that Sean Carter, jayz, was not only present or participated in this alleged, but essentially a crime, but for other instances. And that's really interesting. That's why I bring up this idea of could he be hit with more lawsuits if you take these allegations as true. Now, the complaint goes on to say, Combs and Carter were not simply occasional collaborators in the music industry. The two men developed a close friendship that has been well documented from the late 1990s to the present. Together, they attended countless music industry events for each other's business ventures, parties, and after-parties. Indeed, the two are apparently so close that Combs stated in 2023 that Carter is the only person, other than Combs' mother, who is allowed to call him by his legal first name of Sean. In 2000, near the height of their fame, power, and influence, Combs and Carter attended the 2000 Video Music Awards in New York City. Afterwards, Combs hosted an after-party for many of the most famous celebrities in the music and entertainment industries, including Carter, which is where the events alleged in this complaint occurred. I should also say that Busby also used this complaint to address an alleged harassment campaign that he claims jayz started after Busby reached out about his involvement in the suit. The complaint reads, Carter was identified in plaintiff's original complaint as Celebrity A. Prior to the filing of this amended complaint, Carter received a letter from plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. Upon present information and belief, Jay-Z responded to said letter by not only filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit in the mentioned court, but by also orchestrating a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against plaintiffs' lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay-Z herein. This effort was meant to scare plaintiff and discredit her counsel. That effort failed. Indeed, plaintiff chose to file this amendment as a result of the egregious conduct perpetuated by the court.
Even now, the people that are speaking out against Jay-Z are being warned by others to stop talking big. Homie CC has even warned Jaguar Wright of the consequences that can come from making Jay-Z angry. Allegedly, Jay-Z is not afraid to get his hands dirty, and if push comes to shove, he is willing to murder people to silence them.
That is for Brody writing for Al Green. Take me through them not wanting to let her in the country. She showed up to a place. Some of the people in there was loyal. Some of the people she was speaking out about, they wouldn't let her in. She wasn't going for that. She started setting it up. She started bugging up on guys. They had to call the police on her. Jaguar Wright get wild, bro. And if something happened to her, I just want to tell Jaguar Wright, be careful. She just went on Piers Morgan. Beyonce and Jay-Z sent Piers Morgan a cease and desist. Made Piers Morgan publicly apologize. Today, it's about to get dangerous for a lot of people. So if you out here doing what you're doing, because y'all not me. So you better be on your P's and Q's. It's about to get ugly. This is what people start to turn up dead, man. Keep that in mind.
Jaguar Wright has come out and spoken about the new lawsuit, saying that the 3 victims she herself knows have been emboldened by it and are planning to file lawsuits too. Jay-Z is a monster, and it's only a matter of time now before he gets exposed like Diddy. Jaguar Wright had predicted all of this would happen when she went on Morgan, but no one believed her. Now everything she said is being proven right. But Jaguar has been warning us about jayz. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man? It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, items of the Carters that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now, so this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that they knew it when I did. Piers Morgan is Beyonce celebrity B. I hope to God not, but she was around, and she's got enough on her plate after everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now. I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got bad at fish to fry. What I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is. Yeah. She knows raping her. Another individual, 26 at the time of the occur, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport. I was given 1 drink in the SUV and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, an individual, this time not a minor, was attended a group dinner allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed again, allegedly with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore, with more witnesses stepping forward, chilling claims surfacing, and connections between these 2 powerful figures coming under scrutiny. It seems we're just beginning to uncover the depth of this story. What really happened to Daveigh Chase? Will justice prevail, or will the influence of these celebrities silence the truth once again? And thanks for watching Celebrity Spill.